Ever met someone who's a walking contradiction? Warm yet distant, compassionate yet detached, wise yet secretive? What if I told you there's a personality type that defies every social rulebook, quietly observing, deeply feeling, but refusing to play by anyone's expectations? Meet the Sigma INFJ, the rarest of the rare, the enigma even other introverts can't figure out. Why do they baffle psychologists, frustrate friends, and leave lovers overthinking at 2 a.m.? Buckle up. This isn't just about personality types, it's about cracking the code to the human paradox. 1. The Sigma INFJ, a walking contradiction. Sigma INFJs are like human paradox machines. Imagine someone who cares deeply about humanity but avoids crowded places like the plague. They're the quietest people in the room, yet their minds are buzzing with thoughts about solving world hunger or decoding your hidden emotions. These individuals are INFJs, already the rarest personality type, but with an extra layer of mystery called Sigma energy. A Sigma INFJ doesn't follow social rules or seek approval. They're independent to the core, yet they secretly crave meaningful connections. They might spend hours helping a stranger, then disappear for weeks without explanation. Their contradictions aren't random, they're a defense mechanism. Growing up misunderstood, they learned to hide their true selves to avoid judgment. The result? A personality that's equal parts fascinating and frustrating. 2. The human lie detector phenomenon. If you've ever felt like a Sigma INFJ can see right through you, you're not imagining things. Their intuition works like a superpower. They notice the way your voice cracks when you lie, the flicker of sadness in your eyes when you say, "I'm fine," and the hidden agenda behind your casual questions. But here's the catch: they rarely confront you. Instead, they store this information away, silently adjusting how they interact with you. This makes them seem like mind readers, but it's just years of observing human behavior. While others take words at face value, Sigma INFJs analyze tone, body language, and even silence. This ability isn't always a gift. It can make them overly suspicious or exhausted by others' dishonesty. 3. Emotional depths versus Fort Knox privacy. Sigma INFJs feel emotions on a nuclear level. They cry during sad movies, rage at injustice, and absorb others' pain like sponges. But ask them about their own feelings? Good luck. They'll dodge personal questions with humor, philosophical rants, or sudden topic changes. It's not that they don't trust you, they've been burned too many times. Sharing their emotions feels like handing someone a loaded gun. Over time, they build walls so high that even they forget how to climb over. To earn their trust, you must prove you won't weaponize their vulnerability. This takes patience, sometimes years, but once they open up, their loyalty is unshakable. 4. The lone wolf syndrome. Why they disappear. When a Sigma INFJ ghosts you, it's not personal, it's survival. Their brains are like high-performance engines that overheat quickly. Social interactions drain them faster than a phone battery on 1%. While others recharge by hanging out with friends, Sigma INFJs need complete solitude. They might spend days reading, hiking alone, or staring at the ceiling while their minds process everything. This isn't laziness, it's mental maintenance. They're often planning big life moves, analyzing past conversations, or daydreaming about alternate realities. If they vanish, it's because they're rebuilding their energy to face the world again. 5. The chameleon effect. Adapting until they're unrecognizable. Sigma INFJs are masters of blending in. At work, they mimic their boss's leadership style. At parties, they mirror the humor of the loudest person there. This isn't fake, it's a reflex developed to avoid rejection. As kids, they learned that showing their true selves led to bullying or confusion, so they became shapeshifters. The downside? They often lose touch with who they really are. Ask a Sigma INFJ about their hobbies or beliefs, and they might struggle to answer. Their identity becomes a patchwork of what others expect, leaving them feeling hollow. 6. Idealism versus cynicism. The eternal battle. Sigma INFJs start life as wide-eyed dreamers. They believe in true love, world peace, and everyone's potential for good. But reality hits them hard. When friends betray them, leaders lie, or systems fail, their hope shatters. They swing between wanting to save the world and believing humanity is doomed. One week, they're donating to charity. The next, they're ranting about how society is collapsing. This whiplash confuses everyone around them. Deep down, it's a coping mechanism. They'd rather be cynical than heartbroken again. 7. The door slam heard around the world. The INFJ door slam is legendary, but Sigma INFJs take it to extremes. They don't argue or give second chances. When someone crosses their moral line, lying, manipulation, cruelty, they cut ties overnight. No drama, no closure, just radio silence. This isn't revenge, it's self-preservation. Sigma INFJs tolerate a lot, but once their trust is broken, they see no point in wasting energy on toxic relationships. To outsiders, it feels cruel. To them, it's like amputating a rotting limb to save the rest of the body. 8. Master manipulators or reluctant puppeteers. Sigma INFJs hate controlling others, but they're scarily good at it. Their intuition lets them predict how people will react, and they'll subtly guide situations to help others make better choices. For example, they might accidentally leave a self-help book at a friend's house or drop hints to make a coworker quit a dead-end job. They don't do this for power, they genuinely want to improve lives. But this skill terrifies them. They worry about becoming manipulative, so they often suppress their instincts, leading to guilt and overthinking. 9. The tortured artist complex without the art. Most Sigma INFJs aren't famous poets or painters. They're stuck in ordinary jobs, but their minds are anything but ordinary. They're haunted by ideas for novels they'll never write, solutions to global issues they can't implement, and creative projects that stay trapped in their heads. This gap between their inner world and outer reality creates a quiet sadness. They don't crave fame, they crave purpose. Until they find it, they feel like ghosts drifting through life, screaming silently for someone to notice their unseen potential. 10. Why love terrifies them even though they crave it. Sigma INFJs fantasize about epic romances, soulmates who understand their depths, partners who challenge their minds. But in real life, intimacy scares them. They've been called too intense or too complicated too many times. So they sabotage relationships before they get serious. They'll pick fights, create distance, or focus on a partner's flaws to avoid getting hurt. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more they crave love, the more they push it away. Their hearts are vaults, precious but locked, waiting for someone patient enough to find the combination. 11. The secret savior complex. Sigma INFJs can't resist fixing people. Broken friendships? They'll mediate. Career problems? They'll draft a 5-step plan. Emotional trauma? They'll play therapist for hours. This isn't just kindness, it's a need to feel useful. Without a mission, they question their worth. But this backfires when people take advantage of their help, leaving them drained and resentful. They cycle between overgiving and isolating themselves, struggling to find balance. To a Sigma INFJ, saying no feels selfish even if it costs them their peace. 12. The exhausting gift of seeing the future. Sigma INFJs don't need crystal balls. Their pattern spotting skills predict outcomes with creepy accuracy. They'll know a relationship is doomed after the first date or sense a job's downfall before the first paycheck. This foresight isn't fun, it's torture. While others enjoy the present, Sigma INFJs obsess over future disasters. They'll end good things early to avoid imagined pain or stay silent to prevent conflicts that haven't happened yet. Living with them means navigating a maze of what-ifs that never end. 13. The unspoken loneliness of being the wise one. Everyone goes to Sigma INFJs for advice. Parents, friends, even strangers in coffee shops. But who listens to their problems? No one. They've trained themselves to seem invincible, so people assume they don't need support. Inside, they're drowning in unspoken fears and doubts. Their journals are filled with unsent letters and screams for help written in invisible ink. The smarter they appear, the lonelier they feel. Wisdom becomes a cage, isolating them from the comfort they give others. 14. Why they outgrow people. Sigma INFJs evolve faster than a TikTok trend. They'll spend years learning philosophy, mastering skills, and fixing their flaws, only to realize their friends are stuck in the past. Conversations about celebrity gossip or office drama make them feel empty. They crave debates about existentialism or plans to change the world. When others can't keep up, Sigma INFJs drift away, labeled snobs or weirdos. Truth is, they'd give anything for someone to match their intensity. 15. The bizarre relationship with social media. Sigma INFJs hate small talk but will write essays about climate change in comment sections. Their social media is either a ghost town or filled with cryptic quotes about the universe. They'll draft passionate posts, then delete them, thinking no one cares. Scrolling through others' highlight reels makes them feel lonelier, yet posting feels like shouting into a void. They crave deep connections but settle for lurking, trapped between wanting to be seen and fearing judgment. 16. The final verdict. Can Sigma INFJs ever be understood? Let's be real, Sigma INFJs might never feel fully understood, and that's okay. Their complexity isn't a flaw, it's what makes them extraordinary. They're not meant for shallow relationships or casual friendships. To know one is to embark on a lifelong adventure. Messy, intense, and deeply rewarding. They'll challenge your beliefs, notice your hidden pain, and love you in ways you didn't know existed. So instead of trying to figure them out, maybe we should ask, in a world obsessed with labels, could their mystery be exactly what we need? Conclusion. Sigma INFJs are mirrors reflecting the parts of ourselves we ignore, the depth, the chaos, the unmet potential. Their difficulty comes from refusing to shrink themselves to fit into boxes. Yes, they overthink. Yes, they vanish. But in a society that rewards simplicity, their complexity is revolutionary. They remind us that some souls aren't meant to be decoded, they're meant to be felt. So if you meet a Sigma INFJ, don't dissect them. Just sit with them in the quiet. You might discover layers of yourself you never knew existed.